McLemore. Game number 1 of the 2012 World Series is in the books. The Giants beat the Tigers 8-3 in uncharted territory for this Giants team. They fell behind 2-0 in the division series. Then they were down 3-1 to the Cardinals in the LCS. Now suddenly they're up a game. What do?
They have no idea what to do right now. No, they really do. They're just going to go out and take one game at a time. They're not going to worry about yesterday. They're not going to worry about tomorrow. They're just going to handle business in game 2 and just take it one game at a time. They're not going to worry about their past record, their previous record, anything like that. They're going to concentrate and focus on game 2.
They'll certainly be able to relax. One guy that was very relaxed in Game 1, Pablo Sandoval, a historic night, the 4th player in World Series history to hit 3 home runs in a game. His manager took note and really enjoyed the show. Bruce Bochy talked about the Panda after the game.
I'm a fan, too. And when you see something like this, it makes you appreciate the gifts and talents that these players have. And for somebody to do what Pablo did tonight, you have to appreciate what he can do with the bat. And again, I couldn't be happier for him. With what he went through in 2010, now he's getting a chance to go out there and show what kind of player he is. But still, to watch that, I'll never forget it. 3 home runs on a stage like this, that's pretty impressive.
It means a lot because 2010 I was part of the World Series. I don't get a chance to play too much. And, I'm enjoying this World Series. I enjoy all my moments. You never know what's gonna happen again. You have to enjoy this moment. It's mean to me a lot. Mean for my family, for my friends, my teammates. All the work they put together for be here. For know this guy. We don't be here. It's part of your life. You have to enjoy. It's not every day.
That was Pablo Sandoval talking about his amazing Game 1 performance in the World Series as the Giants take Game 1 8-3. One person that had to enjoy the home run display, Frank Thomas. He's in San Francisco along with Pete McCarthy.
No team in baseball hit fewer home runs during the regular season than the San Francisco Giants, and here we are, Game 1 of the World Series, and 3 home runs power the Giants through, all off the bat of Pablo Sandoval, one of just 5 games in World Series history where someone's hit 3 homers in a game. How did he do it totally
amazing night. First 3 bats in the World Series, Game 1, 3 home runs on 3 different pitches. 2 to center field and 1 was opposite field. Impressive home run. The guy's on fire right now. It might have been his last pitch he's going to see this whole series.
It might very well be. And he was hot in the NLCS, of course, as well. You just get locked in as a hitter? I mean, can you take us through maybe what Pablo's feeling right now?
This is absolutely his month. He's had 6 home runs this month. He's hitting everything. He's hitting fastballs. He's hitting sliders. He's using the whole field. He has been very, very impressive over the last couple of weeks for the San Francisco Giants.
Now, Buster Posey, I should say, he said that no one hits bad balls that he's played with like Pablo Sandoval. I mean, is there a gift that certain guys have to go outside of the strike zone? It looked like maybe at least 2 of those homers were outside of the strike zone for Pablo tonight.
I was told by a friend of mine named Aaron Roden who played with his team, and he said Pablo Sandoval is a very strong young man, a very underrated hitter. He said he can use the whole field and he can hit with the best of them.
Sandoval's first 2 home runs of the game came against Justin Verlander, maybe as shocking as anything. Verlander rusty, lots of time off. Just talk about that a little bit. This is not the Justin Verlander that we saw in the first 2 rounds.
No, this is not the Justin Verlander the Detroit Tigers were expecting to come into Game 1. They really expected Verlander to be dominant. But with the time off, the extra time off that he had, it made it very difficult. So he tried to shake the rust off, but just wasn't able to command his pitches, wasn't able to get his fastball over, wasn't able to use his off-speed pitches to set anything up. So therefore, he left a lot of pitches out over the middle of the plate, and the Giants hitters took advantage of that.
Verlander had won 7 straight starts dating back to the regular season, but he loses Game 1 of the World Series. All right, after the break, we're going to look ahead to Game number 2. You're watching The Road to the World Series, presented by Ford.
I research technology for a living, but even I was surprised when I found out one of the first integrated car radios was in a Ford. Sync App Link. It literally links certain apps on your phone by speaking into a microphone, all while your phone is, say, in your pocket.
Mobile apps, please say a command.
Pandora. Now it's playing Pandora, and pretty soon the same's going to be true as more apps are added and downloaded to your phone. You say it, Sync listens and responds while you drive.
Welcome back to the Road to the World Series presented by Ford. All right, Game 1 goes to the Giants, so let's take a look at Game 2 and an interesting pitching matchup in this one. Doug Fister for the Tigers against Madison Bumgarner for the Giants. Let's start with Fister. The team is 2-0 in his starts. He hasn't collected a win yet, but he's pitched well both times. But again, it's been a long time since he towed the rubber.
It has. It's been 11 days since Doug Fister last pitched, and he pitched extremely well. Now, is there going to be a factor with the rust factor being off 11 days? We saw it in Game 1 with Verlander. There's that possibility it can be there with Fister as well. But I don't think the Tigers are really looking for that. I think they're looking for him to come out and be his dominating self once again.
Now, Bumgarner hasn't pitched in a long time either, and he's struggled throughout the playoffs. They think it was something mechanical, and the Giants also think they figured it out.
Well, yeah, there are two things that the Giants are really hoping for. Number one, the rust factor, 10 days off for Bumgarner, and then also the mechanical flaw that they feel that they found and fixed. That's going to be another question. Have they actually found it, and has it been fixed? So the Giants are really depending on a lot on Madison Bumgarner.
And they won't have Tim Lincecum to go to, the super reliever, because he threw 2 1/3 innings in Game 1. He'll be unavailable for Game 2. Something else interesting to look for in Game 2 is, after hitting 3 home runs in the first game, how did the Tigers approach Pablo Sandoval?
Walking. Every time up. No, they're going to have to figure out a way to pitch to Pablo Sandoval. There's no doubt. He hit pitches up in the zone, a fastball off Verlander. He had another fastball down on the way off Verlander.